are hosting the annual Michigan Construction Teachers Deer Blind State Build Competition. We have teams from Lapeer, Muskegon, Ludington, Cadillac area, and West Branch Ogemaw. Today's goal is to have teams of 4 build an entire deer blind start to finish in 3.5 hours. If you make mistakes and you run out, let us know. We're going to give you more material. I chose my team this year from Beaverton High School. One of them is a second-year senior who's out on work-based learning, and then I had 3 juniors from Beaverton that just have excelled since day one, and I thought, why not put 3 juniors with a second-year senior and see what they can do.
It means a lot. It shows us that Myers had confidence in us, so it kind of reflects our school, showing, you know, the work ethic that we have as students, and so it was just a good feeling.
It was a good chance. I'm glad that Myers picked us and trusted us enough to do it.
They also look for students that work well with each other, because it's very important to have a team of 4 on the same page when you're in the lab with time constraints.
You gotta be quick. You gotta be pretty much perfect with all everything that you're doing. So I think I kind of expected it how it was.
Well, after our practice, you know, we weren't super confident of if we were gonna finish it or not. But then when we started, everything was a lot smoother. So that made us feel a lot better.
When some of the teams showed up in their full uniforms, and then they had all their specific gear all lined up in pouches, I was kind of a little nervous because we weren't that organized. But once we started out, I thought it went pretty smooth, and for the most part, and I thought we nailed it.
I thought we were going to do really good because we seemed to be quite a bit ahead of most other groups. We got our walls all laid out and sheeted and put up before most of them even got their floor done, and even just 1 or 2 walls. So after that, we were all really confident, and we started slowing down to make sure we could get good details and make sure we had really good and quality work getting done.
Yeah, well, when we were the first team to have our walls stood up, that made us feel like we were really doing good compared to our practice, but everybody else, it seemed like, was way behind us besides one other group.
Sometimes they make the simple mistakes because the pressure. They're not used to having other schools in the lab. They're not used to having time constraints on the project. And we're testing their technical abilities by making the blind bigger, so there's more layout work, more seams of OSB, and things that they just can struggle on, especially when the clock's running.
Our seams didn't line up on our floor joist. We should have cut our OSB shorter so the seams met up on a joist, so there was no support underneath of it. I'd say that was our biggest mistake.
I like it a lot. I think it helps with a lot of things of just learning how to use the tools, learning how to do certain stuff and stuff like that. I think it's really a really good class.
How to work well with a team and work fast and do good work and not just cobble it together.
This is their sporting event. This is their state championship. So it gives them that sense of competition, but it also has some academics tied into it because of the math, the print reading, the technical skills out there.
It felt pretty good. I mean, we thought it was gonna be close with us and Team 1 there, so we didn't really know what to expect, but when we won, and by the margin that we won by, it felt pretty good. Yeah.
So when they're done, they walk away with cash prizes of tools.
Oh, we got a rigid circ saw, DeWalt hammer, pry bar, tape measure, knife, tool bag, a square, some really nice heated socks.
They also get job offers a lot of times come out of this competition through judges and advisory members that are on scene.
I've learned a lot, especially with team-wise, working with other people to build something, and I've learned a lot. I knew none. I knew what barely any of the tools were, barely knew how to use any of the tools. I didn't know anything about how building walls, building floors. I didn't know nothing like that, so now I know a lot about it.
They're all highly motivated. They all have a good skill level with the equipment and the building process. And I just felt like they were the 4 best students because the sum is greater than the individual with these 4.
Fun experience competing against other schools, and it kind of gave us a chance to show us what we were worth out there.
Just all around, the vibe and the aroma was all real nice. There wasn't any hostility, anything like that. So it was really, I had a lot of fun, and I hope I get to do it next year too.